So this is the second video of the two-part series fitting a Chinese diesel heater. On the first video, sorry, I installed the heater under the seat. Go back and watch that one. On this video, I'm going to be fitting the standpipe into the top of the sender unit, which involves taking the tank off and all sorts of craziness that I've been dreading really. That's why it's taken me so long since the last one. So it's a dry day today, we're going to get on with that now. I've noticed in my analytics, not that I really know what they're all about, but a lot of people who come viewing my videos, they aren't subscribed, so if you like the videos, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Let's get on with the video. So safety first and all that. First thing we're going to do is going to have to drop the fuel tank, which involves taking a plastic trim from underneath. I'm going to get a jack just to support it because there's still some fuel in it. I'm going to bring it down. I think there's 2 hose clips on it as well underneath, I may have to look at, and then I'm going to pull it out and then we're going to proceed to take the fuel tank sender off. Wish me luck. So there's 4 screws holding them on here, just holding this plastic trim on. So let's get that out of the way first of all. Right, before you drop the fuel tank, we obviously took the plastic trim off. Before you drop the fuel tank, you've got to disconnect the fuel filler nozzle. And you do that behind here. Can't remember exactly how it's done, but I know you take this off somehow. So I'm going to take this plastic trim off, and then inside you'll find that's holding this neck on. Yeah, diesel, I hate it. So you undo that, and then you go underneath and you're going to unbolt the 6 bolts holding it on with the tank straps, but I'll show you that in a minute. Right, stop. Before I drop the tank, I'm going to support it, because obviously you undo them bolts, so just got budge and diesels everywhere. So I'm going to get a board, I'm just going to jack it up to the top to meet the tank, and then once the straps are off, I'm just slowly lower it down, and hopefully that's what'll happen. Taking the weight off it now. Let's get the other bolts undone. Right, we're just going to underneath on the fuel tank there's 2 fuel pipes that need to be disconnected before we can actually slide it out. So I'm going to Google that now because I've had a look but I've no idea how to get them off. Plus it looks a bit different from the last clip because I've already had the tank down once and then realised it was just way too heavy, so we had to get rid of more fuel. So now it's about a week later, we're back on the job. So I'm going to Google it and get these clips off. So at this stage now, we're going to take the sender off. To get to this stage, we'll unclip the pipe underneath. I'll get a little bit of a close-up because they were a bit fiddly at first. It appeared, I've no idea how you got them off, but just put a bit of pressure on with a screwdriver and they come off dead easy. So I'll just put a couple of clips in now of the end of them pipes. But the next process is to get this fuel tank sender off. We're going to get Here's one I made earlier. A block of wood on the ridges of these, because these don't come off by hand unless you're Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get a hammer, I'm going to hammer it off so it releases the collar, take out the sender, and then...
Don't damage the seal.
Yeah, don't damage the seal. And then we're going to work out where we're going to put the fuel pickup pipe. I believe there is a position where it can go, so we'll get on with that section now. So just get yourself a block of wood, a block of metal, just give it some good wax, and it should start to turn, loosen off.
We'll give him a lift.
It is under a bit of pressure, that.
Yeah, you don't hold it middle down, you don't want to spin it.
There we go.
Tricks it trade. Tricks
Oh,
it trade.
yeah, see it spring up then.
Yeah. But mark it for what position it's
I
in.
think it has an aligner.
Does it?
It has an arrow there, but yeah, let me mark it there. Oh, yeah, there. So that's another little, there's an arrow on the top there, and a marking there. So just ensure that they're lined up when you're putting it back in. So it's on the raised bit, not on the flat bit. So we'll have to remember that as well. Right. That's a transition between there and there.
Yeah.
Stop here.
Stop your tickling joke.
Right, so this point here, you're going to angle it. I can't remember which way you angled it. Is it that one there? It doesn't seem like it's actually ever going to come out of there.
Of course it is.
Hang on, does that rubber seal have to come off the edge? No. Yeah, it might do actually. Oh, perhaps that should have come off with it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better.
You have to tilt it now. You get the floor arm out.
That's it, I can see it there. There we are. And then, 1, 2, 3, get in there! That's that stage over with. So yeah, on one of these at the top, I think it might be that square actually. Yeah, because you can feed the pipe down this section, in the back of there.
Alright, can you?
That's what I saw it on another video. Yeah, it just sits at the bottom there.
Right.
So the next stage is we're going to drill an hole, but I've also got to cut the standpipe down because it's probably about 25 centimetres. It's got to be 19. I will just measure it again before I commit to it. I'll tell you what, considering it was on yellow saying we had no fuel,
There's
loads in it.
loads of fuel in that.
I wonder it's so heavy.
Yeah.
Oh god. So this is the pickup pipe. What I'll do, I'll put a link in the description to where I got it off eBay. It's a little bit too long. It's got to be, to sit in that sender, 19 centimetres from the collar here. I'll just mark that. I'm going to have to cut it with a little hacksaw, which I did have. This might be a bit of a struggle for a one-man job.
Have you checked it, double checked it, triple checked it?
Yeah. When did you get put in charge? So we've cut our pipe down now. We're going to proceed to drill the hole. So we need a 6mm bit. I've just got a 6mm metal bit. And we're going to drill through. If you can come a bit closer, there's a little square on the top. I'm going to drill into that bit, which should allow us to line it up down here, hopefully. And get yourself some cloth or glue roll or anything and just put it underneath where you're going to drill, because you don't want all the plastic shavings dropping down into the sender. Return to sender. Right, there we go. Right, I'm just going to pilot it because I'm not confident that I can get it straight off with that 6mm one without it sliding everywhere. Oh, that's a curly whirly bit of plastic. That's just stuff I'm trying to prevent going down into the sender itself. That's it. There we go, that little nipple on the end, that's what you're aiming to get off. So obviously the next bit is to get your pipe in. Right, we want to go to the back of that actually.
Get your nut and washing on it.
Oh yeah, get that on it first. Alright. And then just do it finger tight for now. So at this stage you want to get yourself a little spanner.
13.
No, it might be 10 actually. 10 and some grips just to hold the top of it, and obviously just nick it up. Make sure that seals on this top side.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Another job for you. Keep holding that there.
Is it that in the right position there, where it is, yeah?
Well, I'm assuming so. The other
Yeah.
parts clip onto there. So. So there you go, just enough room for me get my pipe on. So it's a case of doing the reverse of that now and putting it back and getting the fuel tank back up.
Easy peasy.
Sounds easy, that, doesn't it? Right.
Next year, yeah.
And then set that in, line it up, put the colour on, and then hammer, block of wood,
Tap, tap, tap.
tappity tap tap.
Go.
So we're just putting a little bit of rubber hose that came with it, so then we can attach our fuel pipe before we actually put everything back under. And it's got a nice little set of clips here, spare, that you can just put your pipe in and run it along so it's nice and neat. And then we're going to work out how to put the pipe across, because my pump is on the opposite side to the tank. Right, we're going to get this fuel tank back on, but I'm not going to film it because there will be a lot of swearing. Because it is still very heavy, a lot heavier than we...
Nearly half full of fuel.
Yeah, so, and it's on the deck, so we need to try and get it up onto the jack and then just forget about it. We'll see you in 10 minutes.
How come when it was on red? Orange?
I don't know, well, that's what we thought. We opened, well, you not see how much fuel was in it?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So if you're ever worried when your yellow light comes on, you've probably got another 500 mile. Don't worry about it. So that's the hard bit done. The fuel tank's back up. The pipes are connected. I've run the fuel pipe for the fuel pump and the filter, which is on this side. I've already done that. Now, I didn't show you that in any of the video. So what I'll do, I'll just take you underneath now, possibly with my phone, just show you what I've done, and then it'll all make sense then. So I'll just take you under. Okay, so I'm on the underside of the van now. So what I've already done is mounted the fuel pump on a bit of an angle, as it states. The fuel filter that obviously leads up to where the actual heater is under my seat. The cable for it goes through this grommet here, and handily this channel here is hollow, so I'll thread it all the way along, and then I come up inside my van, which I'll show you in a minute, where I have my leisure battery. And what we've just done today is, obviously you've seen me take the fuel tank off, put all the fuel pipes in and whatnot, and this is where we're at. So now, I know it's difficult to see and work out, but that goes from one side, from the fuel, top of the fuel tank, over the exhaust, down the back of here, in some 12mm Corpex, just to give it extra protection. And now we're here, and I'm basically going to attach it to this hose here with this end, but obviously I'm going to trim it all down because there's a little bit of excess. I'll cable tie it up, and then we're ready for wiring it inside to the battery, plugging it into the heater, and then priming it. So I'll get on with that section now, and we'll catch up in a bit. So I'll just quick recap now of what I've done. So that was a fuel pipe we spoke about earlier. Obviously it's in some Corpex, some flexible Corpex. Comes around now through, and I've connected it into the bottom of the fuel filter. So I've just fastened it up here with a cleat, cable tied, just in these, just try and stop a bit of vibration. So the next bit's wiring it in, so we'll get on with that now. So this is the loom that it comes with, to plug into the heater, the pump and the display. What I had to do to get my wires up through the bottom, I had to cut it for the plug for the fuel pump, and now I'm going to have to reconnect it, put some connectors on there, wire it into my fuse board that's inside there, and then we're just going to try and run it, plug in the display and see if it fires up. So we'll get on with that. So I managed to prime it. I basically did a press OK and down, went through a few settings. I'll not go through it now. If you want another video on how to actually prime your heater and whatnot, let me know in the comments and I'll sort them out. But I'm currently sat at the side of the heater and it's chucking out lovely and warm. The trouble is today's about 28 degrees, so there's not much difference between inside and outside, but yeah, I can feel it on my hands. It's lovely and warm. So what I'll do is I'll tidy everything up, put everything in my box, probably position this somewhere around here, and that'll be that really. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe, because as I said earlier in the video, I've had a lot of people come and have a look but nobody's been subscribing, so subscribe because there'll be other videos. Once we get out of lockdown, there'll be adventure videos. So yeah, like, subscribe, I'll see you on the next one.